Hello everyone, Mark here. I am at my local car auction on the lookout for some winter bargains. There's lots of bangers going through tomorrow, so I've come the day before with my usual shortlist and I'm going to go through each car, see if I want to buy it, put some bids on and see how many I can get. I don't think I'll get all 16. I'll normally get a couple if I have 10 to bid on, so yeah, hoping for a few tomorrow. Let's see what happens. This is the winter auction banger special. Well, the first car on my list, I don't know why it's on the list, but I thought it'd make a fun video if I buy it. Look at the state of this. It's a 2002 C3. It's only done 68,000 miles. No MOT. It's expired. A couple of advisories. Nothing too horrendous, but yeah, look at the paintwork. Oh dear, I don't think there's any money in this at all, unless I get it for literally 100 quid plus the fees. So it needs a light for the MOT. I mean, there's no point trying to respray this or tidy it up at all. Yeah, it's completely mulched, isn't it? This went through last week. Obviously no one bought it. That's not going to pass an MOT, is it? Nor those headlights. Yeah, I mean, if you got this for 100 quid, got the fees on top of that, you're looking at, for a cheap car, probably, let's say 250 plus the MOT, 50 quid. Assuming it passes the MOT, which I doubt it will, it's going to need another maybe 100 and 200. You're looking at about 500 quid. It's only worth, with a brand new MOT, 650. There's just no point, is there? So yeah, I don't think I'm going to bother with this one. No, never mind. If it wasn't for like the mirror falling off and the headlights and the tail light, it might be worth a go just for fun, just to see if you can make money. I like a bit of a challenge, but this one's a lost cause, I think. Next we have this 2010 Hyundai i30. June MOT next year. Needs rear springs, tyres, alternator belt I think was mentioned. 1200 quid estimate. I reckon it's worth 17, depending on the advisories. Let's have a look. I mean, the rear tyres have been done, so that's a good thing. Have the rear springs been done? No, they haven't. Bit rusty under there, but that's not too bad. It's all solid. And then the front steering arms need doing. They were advised as well, so inner and outer joints will need changing. I don't think they've been done either, but all in all, looks pretty good. I'll jump inside it, see what it sounds like. That's not shutting. Why is that not shutting? I would say that's broken off there, that's why. So that needs a modification to try and make that fit somehow. Okay, we're locked. Let's have a look. Okay, everything unlocks. It's good coming in the winter because you can immediately see if the car's wet inside by looking at the glass. So some of these windscreens are just completely wet because the cars are damp inside, but if it's dry and it's cold, you know that all the carpets are dry. A bit grotty in there. Yeah, everything works so far, as in the doors. Right, 2 keys with this one. Remote locking works. 93,000 miles. Clutch is nice and light. Right, all good. So I normally jump in the car, check the fans. I won't show you this for every car. Check the steering wheel, check the washers and wipers, check the windows. Okay, we haven't got a passenger window. The rear windows now work, but that one doesn't. It doesn't work there either. Okay, so that is an issue. Bit annoying because that means investigation required. Could be the motor, could be the switch, could be the wiring. Annoying when things like that. If it's a rear window, you can normally get away with it just by pointing it out. People don't tend to mind so much, but when the front window's not working, kind of a deal breaker. So I'd have to factor that in and allow for some time and money on that. Okay, otherwise, brake pedals nice and firm. Static gear chest with the clutch down, 6-speed box, good. And they're not normally do. You're not supposed to drive the cars. So I can check nothing's coming, whip it back, and then check the bike. So third gear, handbrake on, try and pull away. You can get a vague idea if the clutch is good. The fact it's sort of stalled then is good. I mean, sometimes you can have the clutch out in third gear and the engine's still going. So yeah, I think we're okay on this one. It's just that window to sort out, and then should be good. And then obviously do a quick check under the bonnet as well. Check there's nothing horrendous here, any leaks or anything. So that's all good. And then I normally like to get underneath the car and have a quick look for any oil leaks or anything drastically wrong, but no, this one's all good. Next up we have this 2010 Astra, November MOT, no advisory, so nearly new MOT. It's done 87,000 miles. Bodywork is clean apart from the front bumper, bit of a scuff there. I mean, the old lick test, so that will hide nicely. A little scrape there, again, lick test. If it goes when it's wet, it goes when it's polished. So that's all good. There's a scrape here. Now this one, again, will hide. You can see there. So might need a minor touch in, but this is the worst part on the front bumper. It's all flaking off here. Not really a lot I can do with that. I mean, I could probably pick most of that off and polish it. Looks like glue of some sort actually. Wonder what that is. Might even come off. Yeah, anyway, I reckon I can hide that. Bit wet on the windscreen, so I need to check the carpets. Sometimes it is just where a window was left open or something like that, but no, that's dry. Yeah, all dry in here. Just needs airing out, I think. This one's set to go for, or recommended, about 750 plus the fees. I reckon it's worth maybe 1400. So give it a quick start up, and I can. I've actually lost the keys for it. Oddly enough, I've just got to the car and I've lost the keys. How was that possible? Right, well, I'll be back. It was my fault. I was sat on the keys. Right, give it a quick test. Code 82. I have to look up what that is. Fans work. Code 174. Now that is low battery warning, I know that. Code 82 I'm not too sure about. I'll look into that. I'm going to leave this Astra. The coolant reservoir is all ganked up, empty, no water in there. Possible head gasket, and also lots of suction through the oil cap and dipstick, like there's a blockage in the crankcase. Don't want any hassle at the moment, so yeah, I'll leave this one, I think. Next up we have this 2013 Mazda CX-5. Now this isn't something I usually buy. It's a 2.2 diesel, about 4 months MOT, a couple of advisories, but condition wise it's pretty good. Now it's only marked at about 1,300 quid plus the fees, and I reckon it's worth about 2 grand. 139,000 miles. I doubt I'll get it because it's very clean. Advisories are quite minor, but I'm still going to bid anyway. But I can see this going for probably 1,500 plus easily. Anyway, let's have a look inside it and see why it's been marked so cheap. There must be something wrong with it. So scratch there. Yeah, that will hide. Quick polish. Yeah, someone's been in here. That's Matt. Okay. No nasty smells. Yeah, I reckon we might be okay with this one. Anyway, let's start it up and see if we hear any nasty noises or see any smoke. Right, well, we've got 2 keys here. There's no ignition, so let's see if it starts with the push button. Okay, we're all good. No lights, that shouldn't be on. Any smoke? I think we're good. Right, well, I'll just do the usual clutch test, check under the car, check the engine bay. But yeah, I'll put it on the list still. I don't think I'll get it, but you never know. I might leave this one. It's got a weird electronic steering feel, really notchy, not smooth at all, so there's an issue with that. I'll look into it online, see what possible things it could be, but don't really want the hassle. So it might be worth a cheap bid, but I can see this going for way more than the cap clean price. Never mind. Here we have a 2012 Corsa in red, only 73,000 miles, 2 months MOT. I reckon it's worth about 1900. It's marked at 1400, which doesn't really leave a lot of room for profit once the fees are here. But yeah, it needs a polish to get rid of that scratching. That should hide as well. Someone's tried to rub that out. That will need a touch in. But I'm basically hoping to find sort of bits like this, so the price won't fetch the cap clean, that I can get it a bit cheaper and make some money on it. But with the prices these days, people bid like crazy at this auction. There's hundreds of people who come here. They're so competitive. I'm relying on the cheapest stuff at the moment just to get by. But anyway, I'll have a look around it, start it up, see if I can find anything wrong with it. Right, well, I've just started the car up and very tappy. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, imagine trying to sell that and saying, yeah, they all do that, that's normal. No. Sorry, Corsa, you're off the list. Well, next car is just next door. This is, oh, look at the bonnet on that. Oh, I did not see that in the photos. So, this might be off the list already. This is a 2012, oh no, I've got it here. Well, I can see the number plate otherwise. It's a 2011 207 HDI, so it's the diesel one. It's done 100 and something thousand miles, 112 long MOT, but lots of advisories including an oil leak. Very tatty, there's a dent there, flaking paint. Ooh, it's not ideal. That's been resprayed badly as well. Same with the rear end bumper. Yeah, it's not too pretty, this car. Anyway, it's cheap. It's going to be going for about 400 quid plus the fees. I think with that damage it will go less. Now my plan would be to sell it as it is, do some of the advisories, and then put it up for, I was going to say £1,000, but with the bonnet, I don't know, it's going to have to be less, isn't it? I think 850 will get it gone if I do the advisories. So I need to get it for a couple of hundred quid. I don't think that's going to happen. There's going to be people paying ridiculous money for this car, so yeah, I don't think I'll get it. I've had a load of these. They seem to be all good. If you get on without the issues, you can normally make good little margins on these. But I'll start it up and then give my verdict. Well, there's no smoke at all, being a diesel, but the clutch is very, very high. So as an example, the bite is still not there, still not there, still not there. There it is, so it's right up and it's slipping badly in third. So yeah, the clutch is higher than my friend Matt wears his socks. So that one's off the list too, never mind, next car. Lovely Fiat 500 here. 2 reasons I don't want to buy it. There's one reason, and there's the other reason. Yeah, I think I'll leave this one. Okay, this one's pretty cool. This is a 2000 Mitsubishi Colt Space Star. Look at this thing. It's done only 44,000 miles. It's had 2 owners, 22 stamps in the book. You know that's just some old boy's car, don't you? They've had it since the dawn of time. It's been really well looked after. All the MOTs are clean on it. It does need an MOT actually, but there's no advisories. I reckon it should go through. Being an old Jap car, do need to check for rust. But yeah, look, old boy. Yeah, it's a cool thing, isn't it? It's not a mark on it. Apart from that, needs a bit of a polish. But yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. All right, let's get into it and have a look. Too many keys. Right, here we go. No remote locking, obviously. We're in. Get ready for the smell. Oh, that doesn't smell bad at all, actually. It's actually odourless. Yeah, that's weird. Normally you can smell when it's owned by someone who's looked after it this long. Anyway, those square lights, that's cool. 45,000 miles, my mistake. Listen to that. That sounds really nice.
No SD card. Please insert the SD card.
It's got a dash cam as well. I'll have a quick look around it, check the clutch and whatnot. But
no SD card. Please insert
okay, once an SD card, I might just unplug that. That's annoying. This could be the heap of the week.
Live view is now shutting down.
This could be the heap of the week or of the year, actually. So yeah, that'd be fun to get this. I reckon, so I only put this, there's no reserve on this. I reckon it's going to go crazy money. So there'll be someone out there wanting to pay 1,500, 2 grand for this car retail, so I'm only going to bid like 500 quid, but I can see it going for a lot more than that. There's traders here who are able to find these buyers willing to spend a lot of money for low mileage cars like this with low owners. But yeah, I'll probably be outbid, but I'll give it a go anyway. It'll be a fun video, I think. This thing is a pretty cool car. It's got electric sunroof as well. See if that works. Of course it works. Yeah, go on. Yeah. Right, well, let's see what the auction brings for this one then. This thing is spotless throughout. I mean, everything's so clean. You could stand in there. Yeah, there's no rust or anything like that. No oil leaks. It's got roof racks as well. I really want this car actually. I might bid a little bit more just to get it, so I think it'll just be fun. Yeah, seems perfect. Look what it is, another Scenic 2010 1.5 turbo diesel. I currently have one of these for sale. I love these, and I had one about a month or so ago and it did pretty well. So yeah, I can't fault them, honestly. There's so much room in these cars. The engine's spot on, really nippy, really reliable, really good on fuel. Looks like a bit of a blow in there, but yeah, this is very presentable. This is the I've had 2 TomTom editions ones. This one is something else. It's not the top spec one, but nonetheless it's still good cars. It does need a polish, sun cream marks from the kids, but yeah, all in all 128,000 miles. The one I've got has got 121, and the one I had before had high mileage, so not an issue. Look, it's been in Switzerland as well at some point. But anyway, quick start up. Oh, it does need a clean though, this one. A bit grotty, isn't it? Never mind. It is what it is. Here we have a Qashqai automatic 2009. It's done 98,000 miles, a couple of months MOT with a few advisories. It's only marked at 670, which is suspiciously cheap. If you've ever been behind a Qashqai before, you'll notice a lot of them have that. Basically, the trim here, the bolts come loose, and instead of taking off the interior trim and tightening the bolts, people just pile tape on it. So yeah, wiring's all hanging out as well. Still works though, that's good. Right, let's have a quick look around it and find out why else it could be cheap. But being on automatic, I mean, they're like gold dust, so you can ask a lot more for an automatic than you can a manual with any car actually. Bit of a smoker's car, I think. Anyway, let's get it started up, see what we find. Well, I can't find anything wrong with this car at all. The advisories haven't been done, so it will need tyre, some brake discs and pads, track rod end, or might as well do both. But yeah, all seems good, I think. Leather interior, it's got heated seats as well, parking sensors. Yeah, this might be the good one, but from experience people jump on these like crazy, so although they've only put it for 880 quid, I reckon it's going to go well over 1,000, and I'd retail this at about 1,900 being an automatic one. So yeah, let's see if I can win it anyway. I'm getting these Qashqais modelled up. So the automatic one, that was marked at 880. This one is marked for 670 plus the fees. 2009, 1.6 petrol version, roof racks. Obviously lost the keys, but this one seems to be in a bit better shape. That's how the boot should look. This one's got 2 months MOT with no advisories, and it's done 118,000 miles. Bit of a dent there. Yeah, doesn't smell as bad as the other one. Ooh, that's a bit nasty. Yeah, that will take some dog brush removal tooling, I think. But otherwise, these are popular cars, and again, I think this will be a very popular car tomorrow at the auction. I doubt I'll get a look in, but worth a try, isn't it? Let's see if it starts up okay. Yeah, she sounds good. Got the old nav as well. Well, this car will stay on the list as well. Can't find anything wrong with it, so on to the next one. Well, next up we should have an automatic Ford Focus. It's a 2009, there it is, 117,000 miles, 1.6 Z-Tech. that needs putting back in, that needs some attention. Can't do a lot of that apart from respray it. Bit of a scrape there, but again, not too bad. Yeah, that'll need touching in, unfortunately. But no, this looks okay otherwise. Might even be worth doing that bumper corner. I know a good body shop guy. No point taking it to a body shop who charge normal prices, because that'll be like 200 quid for a corner or more. I've been quoted 350 for a bumper corner once by a body shop, but luckily I've got a guy who do a fraction of that. Anyway, good solid cars these, and being automatic you can charge more for it. A bit wet in here, so I do need to check the carpets for any damp or floods. Oh, that's a nice funky carpet. No, I think we're all dry, so that's good. Just needs airing out. Doesn't smell bad or anything. Anyway, let's get the key and see what happens. 117,000. Right, the wipers work, front washers work, good. It's harder to test the automatics at auction because you can't really hit the clutch or anything like that. But you can pull away, put it into sort of second gear with the semi-auto, pull away with the handbrake on, get a feel. But any errors and stuff you won't really notice until driving home, which has happened to me many times buying automatics from auctions. But that's part of the fun, isn't it? Okay, all seems good. Let's give it a quick test drive. Anyone coming? Well, the brakes seem okay. Parking sensors, do they work? Yes, they do. It'd be funny crashing a car at auction. So we got semi-auto, second gear. I mean, it seems okay, but you just don't know with automatics. Yeah, I think I'll keep this on the list. I reckon I can get it for. They've said 1250. I'd retail it about 1750. Hoping to get it for a bit less, but being an automatic and being a busy auction, I reckon it's going to go for way over the cap clean price. But that's just part of the game. Half a tank of fuel in this one as well. Okay, next car. Hold up a minute. I'm glad I checked this. So we've got two different keys. I reckon what's happened is the lock has failed, so I've got two different keys. So the ignition one doesn't fit in here, but these do. But it seems like this lock has also failed, so it does the unlock, but it's not catching, so can't actually open the bonnet. I'll leave this one. It's probably an easy fix. Now at least you can get it ajar and probably release it somehow, but I really don't want the hassle, especially over winter. Never mind. Another Astra, 2011, 111,000 miles, automatic as well. This is the 1.6 petrol. How long MOT is it? It's got till August, so plenty of MOT. Rear tyres, rear shocks, and a front exhaust blow. Need to check that. Apart from that, a bit of scratching here, but that will come out no problem at all. Yeah, pretty tidy car. Let's get started up. We don't have a happy Astra. None of the gauges are working. All the service things are popping up. All the lights are on. No rev counter. Oh, it's clicking away. Oh dear. This wasn't in the pictures, so this is a. I mean, must be an intermittent issue, because when they photograph the car, they always do a picture of this with the engine running, so you can see the revs. None of these lights are on. So yeah, it's got some issue somewhere. It's probably a simple thing. The plug maybe, could even be the cluster itself, which will need to be sent off for repair. But yeah, never mind. So this is a Clio automatic. It's an old school one. It's a 77,000 miles. October MOT next year, no advisories. It's come from a trader. So why would you send a car to auction if you're a trader? It's always suspicious when that happens. I have looked for automatics online of these. I've found this exact car on Facebook Marketplace, so they are trying to sell it. It's been up for sale for a couple of weeks for $995. That's what I would have asked for it, but they haven't been able to sell it. So either it's got issues, or it's just too old. People don't want to spend £1,000 for a 25-year-old Clio, do they? But if it goes cheap enough, like literally a couple of £100, after seeing that advert, I think it's worth putting up for maybe £850 and just making a couple of £100 for nothing. But yeah, it is a risk because, again, it is being sold by a trader. Why wouldn't they just drop the price and sell it easily online? There must be something horrendously wrong with it. I can't even get the key in to turn it. Right. There's the right key. So yeah, that might be a slight issue. And it's in neutral as well. So they've probably just taken it off the trailer and left it here. So they won't be driving this through the auction hall. Well, there we go, that's the answer. That's why it's come to auction. Never mind. Okay, last one of the day. This is a 2008 Citroen C1 in black. 111,000 miles. It's a 2008 long enough MOT with advisories of the rear wheels dented on the outside. So yeah, there we go, just a little nick. Nothing really you can do about that as you start getting them properly refurbed. I mean, this one's actually okay, it's just a tiny little mark there. But otherwise, we've got good tyre tread all round, I think. It seems in reasonable condition. Now, the reason this is on my list is because it's only marked at £340 plus the fees. I reckon I've just sold one of these a few days ago. I got £1,200 for it. It was red and it had 98,000 miles. So this has done 111. So I think a quick £1,000 will get this gone. So if I can get it for £400 plus the fees, getting it home and stuff, allowing for any work, still a sort of over £500 margin, maybe £400. Let's see, these are quite popular. Don't know why the seat's been decked like that. These always seem to leak in the boot. Let's see if this one has. Oh, it's bone dry. That's the first. Okay. It seems all up together. It's got air conditioning, it's got electric windows, this one. That needs fixing. It was like that one I got here. Okay, at least you can still open the door. Right, start her up, see what happens. We have lights, we have a camera, and we have action. Okay, we've got a rattly back box, so I need to, I think it's just clanging underneath somewhere. As usual, horrible snappy clutch. You put gentle pressure, then suddenly it goes, but they all seem to do that. Doesn't like reverse. It's popping out. Maybe it just needs, oh, that's fine. Right, we're going forwards, we're going backwards. Clutch test. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Aftermarket stereo. Yeah, whatever. Air conditioning. Always check a resistor with one of these. If it fails, you need to take the whole top of the dashboard out. It's doable, but yeah, a bit of a faff. Yeah, quick check under the car, but I think this will do for my list. I've got plenty to bid on. Out of the 16 I had, 2 of them weren't on site, and I've crossed off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that leaves about 9 left to bid on, which is okay. Hopefully from that I'll get maybe a couple from experience. Normally get about 2 if I bid on 10. I know prices are crazy at the moment. People are bidding ridiculous money. You've got a couple hundred traders here. You've got all the general public coming here, and you've got people online watching at home bidding. So it's so competitive. Yeah, it's really hard. It's not as easy as I make it look. But there we go. I'm going to go home now, just put my bids on, and then I'll do a summary at the end of how much each car went for and if I won any of them. So watch this space. Before I go home, I've just popped into the classic car auction hall and look what's going through at next auction. This is pretty cool. A mini desk. Tempting. I don't think Kerry would be too happy if I turned up with this at home. Yeah, could be a garage desk, couldn't it? That is cool. Well, the results are in. Let's find out what the cars went for. And more importantly for me, how many did I win? So let's start with the first one. That was that little tatty red Citroen C3, terrible paintwork. So that went for 75 quid plus the fees. So in total that would be about 225 quid, I think. By the time you've got the wing mirror, maybe change the headlights or try to polish them up, maybe the tail lights are standard, then you've got to get the MOT on it. I can't really see any money in that one at all personally. It's not worth the hassle. That had a cap clean, well, 0, no reserve. Cap clean is a standardization they use for kind of car pricing. So cap clean means, well, in theory, the car's good condition, full history, and I find people tend to bid cap clean prices or more for the majority of auction cars, even though they're not that good condition, some of them. So next car, that was the blue Hyundai i30. I had 1150 bid on that. The cap clean was 1200, but that went for 1400. So people are overbidding the recommended price on that one. So yeah, no chance with that one. Next we had that grey Vauxhall Astra. I didn't want that one because I reckon the head gasket might be going. Lots of gunge in the reservoir for the coolant, and then a lot of pressure when you remove the oil lid. So something is a bit amiss there. But that went for 375 plus the fees. So allow maybe 150, 200 quid for the fees for the cheap stuff. I had a bit of 800 quid on that based on it not being buggered. The cap clean was 760. So yeah, 375 on that one. What else do we have? The Mazda CX-5. Now this one was a bit surprising. Cap clean was 1325. I had a bid I was going to pay for 1300. That was before I felt the steering. It was all like notchy and something wasn't right there. So it went for 650 plus the fees. Pretty cheap. I'm wondering if people realise the steering was knackered. I mean, some people jump in it before it goes through the auction hall. Some people just ask the driver how it feels, but it depends if the driver picks it up or, you know. Yeah, I'm surprised it went that cheap, really. Next we had the red Vauxhall Corsa. That was the little 1.2. That had a cap clean of 1475. Really tappy, noisy engine. I had a bit of 1250, but that was before I even heard it. That actually went for 800 quid plus the fees. So I guess someone maybe heard it and thought, I'll just put some oil flush through it, and maybe they've had experience with that before. But I found if I've had a tappy engine, there's nothing really you can do about it. But what do I know? Next we have the little red Peugeot 207. Now I didn't want this one because the clutch was completely knackered, basically. That was the main reason. Cap clean was 440. I was going to bid 400 before testing the clutch. That went for 250 plus the fees. So let's say, I don't know, 400 quid, 450 maybe with the fees. So yeah, someone's got a bargain, but I only valued that at £1,000 actually, saying that. So if I did the clutch on that, there's not a lot of room to play with. That paintwork wasn't that pretty on that car. Now this one was a shame. This is the Colt Space Star. I really wanted this one, but I did stick to my guns. Now I had a bid of 400 quid on this one. It actually went for 450 plus the fees. So I could have jumped in with another 50 quid bid. Sometimes to get more interest, they put the bids down to 25 increments, but it was still on 50s. I thought I don't really want to pay 500 when my limit was 400. So yeah, shame, but it would have been great. Would have made a fun video, that car, but not a lot of money in that one, to be honest. But this person, they'll probably end up selling it for good money to someone who's willing to pay it. Anyway, lot 73. This was the grey Scenic, cap clean of 430. I put a bit of 600 on there because I wanted this one. It all seemed good. I won this one for 500 quid plus the fees. So it's going to be about maybe 650 or something. I need to check, but yeah, I got this one. February MOT, so 2 months MOT, no advisories. Might consider doing an MOT on it, but it looked pretty clean. Couldn't find anything wrong with it. So that'll be in a future video. Keep an eye out, probably in the new year now, because I've got one for sale currently. When that one sells, there'll be a video on that one, and then I'll be picking this one up next week. And hopefully it won't need anything doing. Next we move on to the Qashqais. So the first Qashqai, this was the automatic 4-wheel drive one. I had a bit of, what did I put for this one? 950. Cap clean was 880, so I put a bit more extra to try and get it. And then some bugger bought it for 1,000, so 50 quid short on that one. I could have jumped in with another 50 quid. If I was there, I would have just done that without even thinking. I tend to impulsively buy things, but because I had the proxy bid set and I was busy today, I didn't actually wasn't able to click bid. So yeah, just as well. Next Qashqai, the 1.6 petrol, that had a cap clean of 670. I bid 900 on that one, but that one went for £1,000. So again, not far off. Again, if I was there at the auction hall, I probably would have bought that one too. The Focus automatic. Now this one had a cap clean of 1250. I put I put £1,000 on that one, but the bonnet wasn't opening. Now that one went for 1550, so that's well over cap clean by 300 quid. So that's going to be like about 1800 quid with the fees. So yeah, some people obviously think they're worth lots of money. I only had it retail at 1700, 1800 quid. Wasn't great condition, but there we go. And then we've got two more. So we've got the Clio. Now that one didn't actually start up because the ignition wouldn't turn, so that was just advertised as a non-runner basically. That went for 375 plus the fees. So I guess people could see the potential in that car, thinking it just needs a new ignition barrel or something like that. But there we go, that's that one. And the last one, the Citroen C1. Now this had a cap clean of 340, which is unusually low. I couldn't find anything wrong with it. I put a bit of 400 quid on, with an estimated retail of about £1,000. Just a quick flip on that one. But someone bought that for 1250. So that's 3-4 times the cap clean price. I don't know how they're going to sell that and make money. It wasn't that great condition. 111,000 miles, 2008. But yeah, people think it's worth more. Maybe it's a private buyer who just really wanted it and took a gamble. Maybe it's a trader who's used to selling these cars and can put warranty on it and get more money. But that's the thing, there's only a limit to my retail price because I don't really offer warranty or anything like that. But when you're on a forecourt, you can just kind of ramp the prices up a bit. You got to cover your overheads and things like that, but then you do offer your warranties, so it gives people peace of mind and they can pay more. But there we go, that's a winter banger auction done and dusted. One car out of about 6 I bet on. At least I got something, so I'll go and pick that one up next week. But you can see how competitive it is, just people bidding like crazy. You think you'll get something cheap and then it just goes twice the price of, you know, the cap clean. Some stuff goes well under, but that's because it's got issues. So yeah, it's not easy. You can't just go and choose a couple of cars and win them. You've just got to rely on outbidding everyone else, and it's basically who's got the smallest profit margins who'll get the car. So there we go. Thank you for joining me at the auction. Keep an eye out for the future videos coming up. Oh, if you are selling a car and you're in the Dorset or Hampshire area, email me at mark.steigercars@gmail.com. Let me know what you've got, send some pictures and some details. I'll offer more than we buy any car would pay. Then yeah, let me know. I don't want any issues though, no problematic cars please. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you on the next one soon. Bye for now.